Hey y'all, Mr. Tomich here with a video lesson on how to solve this problem using these equations over here. Alright, so let's take a look at our question. Let's annotate our question with cubes. Let's find out our important information, what we need to know in order to solve this problem. The first thing you're going to do is find out whether your variables here are independent or dependent. Alright, remember the independent variable is going to be by itself in the, not by itself. It is going to be the variable that is not by itself in the equation. So the independent variable is going to be the variable that is attached with a value. So in this particular question, let's see what our value is and what can be our independent variable. Okay, so remember we're looking for the variable that is attached with a value. So it says Miss Smith rides her bike for 3 hours a week. Alright, 3 hours a week. So each week she rides her bike 3 hours. So we know that we're looking for 3 hours for each week. So it says which equation can be used to find t. Okay, we are trying to find t, and that's going to be the total amount of time that Miss Smith would ride her bike in W weeks. Okay, so here's another variable for us, a W. Okay, so we know our two variables are going to be t and W. So now that we know our two variables, we are going to have to find out which of the variables are going to be attached with the value being the 3 hours for each week. So let's go back at our question. It says which equation can be used to find t, the total amount of time Miss Smith will ride her bike in 3 weeks. In W weeks. So, whenever you are dealing with a total amount of something, I'm going to switch colors here. Whenever you're dealing with a total amount, okay, that total is always going to be by itself, okay? So the total is going to be by itself. So in this particular equation, we are trying to find t, the total. So the t would have to be by itself. So in this particular equation, t equals, okay? So let's look at our answer choices here. Let's see which ones we can eliminate. We know t is going to be our dependent variable because it has to do with the total, okay? And so therefore, our independent variable is going to be W. So t equals, okay? We know that A has t equals, okay? So we're going to put a question mark by A. B, if you notice on answer choice B, t is not by itself because it is not the total. So B is the incorrect answer. Let's look at C. It says t equals 3W, okay? T is also by itself, so let's go ahead and put a question mark by that one also. We'll come back to that one. And last but not least, we have answer choice D. Answer choice D, once again, that t is not by itself, so we have to eliminate D. So, let's switch back our colors here. So now that we know that t is by itself, we have two different problems. We have, if you notice, we have one with an addition sign, and one over here that just says 3W. If you think back to our lessons, remember that 3W right here is going to mean 3 times W. Remember, this red dot here is going to signify that we are going to be multiplying, okay? Times. Bear with me here, okay? 3 times W. That's what this 3W right here means, okay? So now we have to figure out if the relationship is going to be additive like answer choice A, or is it going to be multiplicative? Answer choice C. Let's go back to our question. Let's read this first sentence here. It says, Miss Smith rides her bike for 3 hours a week. And I put each up here. Okay, she rides her bike for 3 hours each week. The word each is going to signify, okay, it's going to mean that we're going to be dealing with a multiplicative relationship. I'm going to abbreviate this, just M-U-L-T, kind of running out of room. Okay, we are going to have a multiplicative relationship in this problem because she rides her bike for 3 hours a week or each week. So therefore, the only equation that would make sense here is going to be answer choice C. This is going to be our correct answer right here. Our equation is going to equal T equals 3W. So take a minute to look over this equation. All right. Remember, the dependent variable is going to be our total. This total depends on the value of W. Remember, your independent variable is going to be the variable that is attached with your value. Okay? So your T, your total amount of time, would be 3 hours times the amount of weeks, W. All right. Well, here's the first question for you.